Hey you guys, hope you all are doing good in the YouTube land. We are going to find a creepy old cabin, practice some of our photography skills. Something else I love to do. This looks like a pin-it kind of hill, doesn't it? Stick around, this one's gonna be fun. Oh boy. Beautimous. I've known about this cabin for many years. It's kind of a creepy old thing, but would make for some good pictures. Crazy, hey? Let's see what we can do here. So yeah, this has been here for a long time, you guys. This has been since, well before my time. I don't remember the story on this cabin. I heard a guy wasn't doing very well and he kind of decided to hide from society, and this is what he built. I don't remember the time frame either. It was probably the 60s or something, maybe even the 70s or something. I'm not entirely sure. My dad knew the story. I remember hearing it, but I can't remember much about it. But yeah, I wanted to take photos of this for a while now, because you can see there's actually, well, that tree in particular up there is not in good shape behind it. And it's leaning this way, and actually and this one's totally dead. There's actually most of these trees around here are not in good shape, so I imagine one day it's going to get the old whack from a tree, so I thought I'd get some pictures before it disappears. See what we can do. We got the, I'll tell you guys, like I used to be into photography for a long time, long before YouTube. I recently got the original Sony A7, which I'm really happy to own. The reason I got that is because it popped up locally in my my neck of the woods, so I thought I'd scoop it. I've never gone full frame before because, as you guys know, I got the brand new Sony A6700, the APS-C camera, and that's just a better size lens. And as you know, I ride motorcycles in 2 wheels, so it's just a better fit. Smaller camera, smaller lenses, everything's smaller. But the full frame, as luck would have it, a few years ago I came into a whole bunch of these vintage lenses. And like this one in particular is a Pentax 2.8 35 to 70. It's actually a pretty awesome lens, but it lends itself to the full frame just perfectly, because as you know, 35mm lenses were made for a full frame. It works out perfectly. And I've never wanted full frames before, because like the brand new A7 IVs and all those cameras, they're just massive bodies, and then the lenses are huge. It just makes no sense to pack that around on a motorcycle. Like sometimes I'm on a mountain bike and stuff, and I just can't have that big of cameras. But the original A7, if you can believe it, the body is actually the same size as an APS-C camera. So very, very small for a full frame. So like I said, one popped up in my area, I couldn't resist it. So I'm happy to own it now, and I do have probably 50 of these vintage lenses. At one time I had about 100. I was in a thrift store once, which is where I always look for cameras and lenses, and I asked if they had any lenses, and She's like, just a minute. And she comes out with 2 milk crates. This is true story. 2 milk crates full of camera lenses, these old vintage ones. And there were some real gems in there. I said, oh, you guys just want to clear them out of the store? I said, I'll give you $100 for both milk crates. Oh, sure, that would be great. So I got over 100 lenses. I've sold half of them now, but what a lucky score that was. Anyways, let's see what we can do. I'm definitely an amateur in the photography world, you guys, but I do like taking lots of photos. I guess I'm a novice, I'm okay at it, but I'm trying to get better. That's why we're practicing, right? Practice makes perfect, just like 2 wheels. Also with these Sony cameras, you guys can see the focus peaking on there. Makes focusing just super easy. You can even punch in on it a little bit with the zoom like that. Just makes focusing a dream. So no stabilization with these old cameras like this, you guys. So I brought my tripod. I thought I'd try handheld. If you use a little bit faster shutter speed, it's actually not too bad, I find anyways. I like that chimney up there. This is probably annoying. I should take it off. See, you can just... And then you got your zoom, which I've got programmed to the C1 button. So you can just punch right in on it. Dial it in till you get your little dancing ants like that. This is cool, eh? I did a video on the here. I'll link in a card right here, you guys, to a video I did on this. It was, I think it was a Halloween, creepy Halloween video. It was pretty fun. So I usually shoot an aperture, well, sometimes manual I'll go, but I like the camera, you know, of course there's no autofocus, so everything's manual, the aperture and your focus. But if you go in aperture in A mode there, then the camera will handle everything but the focus and your aperture. So makes it pretty easy, to be honest. Like, especially for a guy that, you know, like, I'm not a pro, like I'm definitely not a pro. But my dad was really into photography quite a bit. So that's kind of where I got that from. I'll take you guys in for a minute. It's kind of falling apart, to be honest. Not ideal. It's probably smells like ammonia, like, or animal. But I did a pretty good tour of this. And look at all the pine cones from animals, bringing them up here. Let's go. Take you guys right up to the loft. Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy. Those are actually fairly fresh pine cones. You guys see that? Definitely something living up there. Yeah, 2.8. A little bright. Don't you just love that loud shutter sound? Love that. I know the wildlife guys don't care for this older one because it scares the wildlife away. In my eyes, that's a good thing. Animals freak me out. Beautiful bathroom, hey? They must have plumbed into a spring and had water running or something. Even an old cement shower. Hilarious. Here's the funny thing. Oh, an old magazine. Snowmobile picture. If the cabin could talk, hey? See how easy that is to focus? It's just beautiful. This lens is a dream, by the way, like 2.8, 35 to 70 SMC Pentax. You guys probably can't see that. It's actually a really nice lens. Pretty creepy, hey? Yes. You guys give me points on photography too, because like I say, I'm definitely an amateur, but I do enjoy it. So the only way to get better at it is to do it, right? I got a couple other lenses I'll show you guys here in a sec. So let's go to like f8 there and get a little more in focus. Beautiful tile. So this camera, yeah, it's no joke. It still takes pretty epic pictures. Especially for like social media, like, you know, unless you're a wedding photographer or like full-on photographer, you don't need 60 megapixels. Like, this is more than enough for what I do anyways. Oh, there's a beauty shot. Look at the two roofs like that. That's pretty cool. The trouble I have learning photography, you guys, is deciding what to focus on. Oh, that smokestack looks cool from here. So I'll show you guys. I only brought a couple lenses. I got my other good camera here too. So that's my A6700 with the 1850 Sigma. That is a beast of a camera, you guys. These cameras are no joke. They do 4K 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second even. They got the flow flipping screen. Like they're about as good as it gets for cameras for that size anyways. Like, that's just an awesome camera. And then my new mic I always been telling you guys about, the Rode. That's the Pro Plus. That's an awesome, that's $500 mic. That's a nice nice unit. But here's two lenses I brought. That's the 135 3.5. I've got another Tachymar lens. It's really awesome. It's a 2.5 135, and it's like twice this size, but I wanted to try this one because I haven't really used it yet. And then this lens is a beast, you guys. This is a 1.2 50 millimeter. Look at the glass on that. It's crazy, hey? That's a nice lens. Pentax SMC. So let's give that one a go. Let's do a couple with this one inside. Being the 1.2, you'll have loads of light. Probably too much light. Watch the nails. Watch the nails. Yep. 50 millimeter. That's the other nice thing about the full frame, is the 50 millimeters actually 50 millimeters. Oh yeah, look at, I can already tell looking through the screen, it's like night and day difference. So we'll compare it. Wow, can you guys see how clear that is? That's just unbelievable difference. Look at this. That's a cool lens. Beauty. You guys are gonna laugh, check this out. So I've never used it, or I might have used this 135 a few times. I was just pulling the lens cap off and check this out, it's got a built-in hood. That's cool, I've never seen that before. Or maybe more of my lenses have that, I don't even know. That's awesome. I like that you can adjust what you want too. So cool. You know me and my old stuff. I like my old stuff. Wanted to get that window up there if I could. Oh, beauty. Yeah, this lens is sharp too. Wow. Shaky. That should be on a tripod. That's a good shot. Look at that. Watch this. Oh, wow. That's crazy sharp lens. Of course, they always look different when you get home, don't they? 135 is cool. Let's try and get the... Can't quite fit that in there. What are we at? 3 f4. Yeah, it's hard. I should be on a tripod with this lens for sure. We'll try. Hold your breath. Hopefully these turn out. Oh, how do you not get the little Talaria? It's hard to get in there with a 135, but it'll be a cool shot. Oh wow, that's a nice lens. Beauty. GoPro, stop recording. That's fun. Hey, you guys, definitely relaxing, zipping around, taking photos of stuff. I never really took the time to take it all in. You know, I was always whizzing by everything on my motorcycle as fast as I could go, which I still do, but I guess as you get older, it gets fun to just slow down and just kind of take it all in, just take a minute and enjoy it. So let me know how many of you guys are into photography in the comments below. I definitely curious what you guys get up to, and definitely drop some comments and this and that and you know, all that stuff, blah blah. I will see you guys in the very next video. Right on, brah.